Coach,
Try to
thank
find
you.
out
There's a
commissioners.
look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York.
I don't have time to even run my own franchise.
To an NFL game,
that
and
might
that
like
was
8
in
of them.
evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
I want to get hockey too, man. I don't have. What, the no one? What, 19?
NHL 19 is $17.
What? No way. How is that?
They'll run with a backup. This is
what, GameStop or something?
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
I don't
a gain of
pay
3,
nothing online.
second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
What, without the disc?
Yeah, it's
really second and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna put my bank card fucking online, and shit and that.
On second down, Williams. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Man, they should have that shit for free though. They should have shit for free, man. They're gonna have 17.
I will make the PlayStation 4 group chat for this meeting real quick so I can post the rules in.
Oh, honey.
Allen. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This league should be starting as soon as these draft process total, which is supposedly at 8, so that means that the league will start about like 8, 15, 30-ish, if that's the truth.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On first down, it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Wow, I like how when he gets off his opponent gets honest.
Here's Darnold. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They begin the drive with Williams. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, complete.
Oh, did he
It's
get there?
McKenzie. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th
It's not very
down.
good.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL
You
game.
still think I
It's so
started to
important to tackle well
Bruh.
on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down,
Bro, you're
they
in
gave you
French every
underneath
day,
stuff.
bro.
You
You
got to
can
go and make the
say
tackle
that.
right away.
I haven't made one. I haven't made one for me and you yet. Plus,
The fuck I went in the franchise, bro.
It would be a very makeable field
Big
goal
league
try from here, but
after the
instead
draft.
they're going to go
That's
for it.
That's a build me a big league.
All right, now, look at 56.
You pissed me off,
Look at
Rusty.
56. Watch it now, Barney.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go
Bro, I
with
was trying to
Williams.
talk, bro. I was trying to have
And
fun.
down inside the
You know,
15 he goes. That's a 4th down pickup
Bruh,
of
I
10
said I
yards,
had to
and
go
an
to bed.
opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. If there
This
was
dude-
one
I don't
area
like
that the
this one
coach
because this dude got hit
emphasized in
by
our
a car.
pregame meeting, it was
And,
red
like,
zone
well,
offense.
their
In
car
a
hit
sense,
the other
I
car.
get from it, and I think you did as
And,
well.
like,
They
the
weren't
other-
real
the
happy
other
with how
car,
they were executing
everyone died,
previously,
and he
so they
like
put a
went
lot
back.
of time and effort into it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Wait,
So now
crap.
20 yards to go on 2nd
They're trying
down
to
after the
quit.
sack. Work to be done.
Okay.
Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
On play action, Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really
Yeah, I'm
liked about
posting
him.
in the
way
league
he goes after the
rules in
football,
this
competes
chat
for
real
it,
quick.
and decides when it's in the air, it's his
For the league,
and
I'm not
only
set up.
his.
Gun. 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 Gun.
Who has lead you?
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
I don't know. I just made that name. I don't know if it's for the stick or not.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Leopard. Leopard.
I got a game I gotta play.
Leopard. Leopard. Over.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gun. 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 Gun.
To the air, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the
No, it's gonna start when the president of the rosters have come down at 8 tonight.
He is landed on hard.
The league I'm making after the draft.
He's the one to get him, and And that's set number 7 for
It's going to be the
on year.
updated rosters after the draft.
And you're not gonna write me up, dude.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Darnold from the gun. Jump, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And now out come the Jets. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Over!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Darnold now on second down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
No. Check. Patriot. Hey, boys, we got four down. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen going to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Darnold. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Darnold. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Noodle's got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. He's going to look deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Darnold finding some room in midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bills on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
No, check, Patriot. Check. Over.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Over!
Play action, Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. With it is Brown. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. It's complete to Graham. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Milano in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
What a great play and tackle. As a strong safety, you know what you're taught? That you are a hybrid player. You've got to be able to play the pass back deep, but especially the run up close, almost like a linebacker. And on that play, he took care of every responsibility.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Avery Williamson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the counter, here's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Here's Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Terrell Basham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Allen off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hot.
On play action, Allen. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the handoff, good score. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is taken at his 4th. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Darnold. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about the...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew what oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards is
throw it back, yeah, I'm gonna it's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it.